welcome to layout 4 for our series for November for the Love of Homemade Kits with Felicia, Christina, Megan, and Hannah. So I have gotten myself down to where I have very little 12 by 12 pattern paper left, so I chose this craft cardstock from my kit to use as my base. It's been a really long time since I've used craft cardstock as a base. It used to be something I love, so we'll see how this works out. I've pulled some products from my kit. I really wanted to use these cut files. They are from Crafty Jen Scow, and they're in her gorgeous hand lettering, and they are a print and cut file that you can purchase on her website and use with your silhouette. And so they say some really kind of funny things and some maybe not so good things like good grief and seriously, which was perfect for this particular layout. So I'm going to start with that chevron paper from Bella Boulevard, and that's that paper I said that I was using it for the green and not for the cute little puppy dogs on the back, but I'm going to end up fussy cutting some of those puppy dogs on this layout anyway, because this layout is a little bit about our dog, although he's not in the photo. Just his mess is in our photo, is in the photo. So I didn't do a lot of layering behind my picture, just a little bit to kind of coordinate with some of the journaling that'll be at the top. So now I have all 4 of those die cuts down where I want them, and I'm going to use each of those little die cut words, and I'm going to kind of embellish around them ever so little. I'm just going to use a couple little things around each set of embellishments. And I'm using the other half of those tags that I used a couple weeks ago to create some color and to bring the photo up into where the journaling starts. So I was thinking I wanted to use this okay thing word from the Dear Lizzie collection, and it's going to stay there for a little bit, but I end up pulling it off because it just doesn't pop against that craft cardstock as much as I kind of wish it did. So now I'm going to take my Muji pen and do all of my journaling, and now I'm going to just take little bits and pieces and embellish around each of those words. So some of the embellishments I'm going to use are these little cameras. This is from one of the Chamel 6x6 sheets of paper that I had used in my kit, and I'm just going to fussy cut out some cameras, and there's going to be a camera and then a matching square piece of pattern paper that is going to cluster together around each of those words. The next little thing I'm going to do here is I fussy cut some houses from the 6x6 paper pad from the Wonder collection, and I just fussy cut a little cluster of houses to go with each of those words again. I really kept the embellishments here pretty simple. I fussy cut a lot of things because I wanted kind of very small little things clustered around each of those words, because I really want the words to kind of be the words and the photo to be kind of the focal. I can't talk today. Focal point. So these are some of those houses, and then this is also going to go ahead and get a camera, and then you can see the little squares of different colored papers that I chose, that I just cut a little square from to put up behind each of the cameras here. And this is where I decide I really don't like this. Okay, it's not really doing what I want it to do, but I also don't like the way the green pattern paper, it feels like it's kind of just like blending into the craft. So I'm kind of gonna I keep thinking about it, and here you can see I fussy cut the little dogs, and I know I want a third dog, but first I'm going to fix the that band across the middle of my page with the washi tape. So this is the washi tape from my kit. It's from the Simple Stories Reset Girl collection, and it's like a black and white messy polka dot, but I just decided that I want to put it at the bottom and the top of that strip to give it some separation from the craft cardstock. I also feel like this layout is kind of floating off into the air, but I'm going to fix that more towards the end of the layout, not so much right now. So I'm just kind of fussy fighting with the washi tape, and here it is all done. And now I'm fussy cutting out the third little dog. So I made a little triangle of dogs, and I pop dotted them up on some foam dots, I had some really small ones in my stash, and I just used those to give the 3 dogs a little bit of a lift. And I chose a yellow dog for my 3rd dog because I didn't have a lot of, there's that really bright yellow up at the top from the file folder, and then I didn't really add any other yellow anywhere else. So I wanted to bring a little bit of that brightness into the layout with another little pop of yellow with the little doggy. And they're so cute. Those little dogs are really cute. I was really, really careful about which ones I chose though, because they're very bright, and there's, you know, like some blue. I didn't want one that had blue in it or different things. I wanted ones that really kind of went with the colors I already had and with the craft cardstock. So I found this little wooden button in my kit, and it had a lot of the colors I used on my layout. And then also on this little puffy sticker sheet from Jersey, there were all these exclamation points, and I thought that the exclamation points made a really cute, almost in lieu of like an enamel dot or something. These little exclamation points were absolutely appropriate for this layout and the journaling, and super duper cute. So I went ahead and I used some of those puffy arrows and some of those puffy exclamation points. Next, I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to outline my layout. This kind of gives it some of that separation. I'm feeling like we need a little color up at the top left and bottom right as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull my mists out. I'm going to use the No Yokings mist from my kit and the Keep Poem mist from my kit. Those are both shimmers colors. And I'm going to both spray them and also splatter them. I also decided at one point that I'm going to put just a little bit of Night Moves black ink splatters on this layout, just a little bit, because when the Night Moves, when it kind of dries and goes in with that Keep Poem, it becomes a gray that looks very, very similar to the kind of gray watercolory look that the die cuts have. So you'll see me do that as well. And just so you know, I did add more paper to my kit. After I was finished with this layout, I went through the whole kit. I added some more some more embellishments and some more 12 by 12 paper. So next month, I'm not going to have a time frame for that. I'm not sure when I'll post them, but I will post them 2 more layouts with this kit using as process videos, and I'm just going to mark them as like stash kits or something like that. So keep an eye out for those next month, and we will also have a brand new kind of mini series of For the Love of Homemade kits at the beginning of December, so you can keep an eye out for that with a new kit. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye! Wait, where's my wave? There it is. Bye!